So you're thinking about starting your accounting qualifications, but you already work full time, you might have a family, or you're juggling a side hustle, or just trying to keep up with your health and your hobbies. The natural question is, where do you find the time? And we get a lot of similar queries from our students, but the truth is, studying for your accounting qualifications whilst doing other things at the same time is difficult, but it is completely doable with the right approach. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the methods that thousands of our students use to pass their exams whilst maintaining their commitment to other things at the same time. So the first crucial thing is to pick the right study provider, and you've already started to look into this, that's why you're here, but there are a few things you're going to want to focus on when searching. The first is, are the courses online and flexible? If you already have a busy schedule, on-demand online courses are going to be crucial. Look for video-based learning, downloadable content, and mock exams which you can take in your own time and receive marking and feedback for. Another massive benefit of searching for the right provider is that you might receive extra support. So at Astranti, we provide a mentoring service alongside the course. And what you get is a dedicated mentor who is there to meet your needs, answer your questions, and help you build that personal accountability into your schedule so that you're able to get through the content, get to revising, and passing your exam first time. Once you've chosen the right provider, you're going to want to move on to the second thing, which is going to be building a realistic study plan. Start by mapping out your weekly schedule and penning in those times that you have free time available for your studies. Some people, for example, like to do their studying before work in the morning when their mind is fresh. Others, who tend to have more energy later in the day, do it in the evening. It's really about suiting the times you study to your schedule and your personal preferences and needs. Aim for 5 to 7 hours a week, so that is 1 hour a day on weekdays and maybe a little bit more time on the weekend, or perhaps you could do something like half an hour on every weekday and then a further 2 hours on each of the weekend days. The point of this is consistency, not perfection. We really need to keep ourselves accountable with those regular little chunks because they all add up towards that final end goal. Another thing you might want to consider is habit stacking. So, for example, if you made your cup of tea and then did 20 minutes of studying while you drink it, that way you will become even more accountable because it's your daily routine to make the cup of tea, so you're stacking the studying onto the end of that. You could do this with any number of habits, whether it's doing your studies straight after the gym or whilst the meal for dinner is in the oven. There are a number of different ways you can get studying into your day, even in those small bite-sized chunks. This is linking quite nicely to our third point, which is to make use of dead time. You would be amazed at how much you can get done in those tiny little gaps, those few minutes at a time that happen throughout a day. Commutes, lunch breaks, standing in a queue, it's all an opportunity to make use of resources that you can create yourself. For example, use flashcards or listen to short audio summaries in those little time slots you have. These kind of micro revisions really keep content fresh, and you can introduce new ideas in small bite-sized chunks without it becoming overwhelming and feeling like you're doing a massive study session. 5 minutes an hour across a 12-hour day is an hour of revision, and it can really help with either keeping yourself accountable or what our next point is, which is to keep yourself motivated. When taking accounting exams, you really have to adopt a long-term mindset. When you are working full-time, it is quite easy to fall into the guilt trap where you feel like you're not doing enough. But remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Celebrate the small wins, whether it's passing a module, smashing a mock, or at least just doing that little bit of revision after a long, hard day, because that is what's going to get you to that final point. So in conclusion, yes, you can absolutely pass your accounting exams, whether that's CIMA or ACCA, when you are working full time, balancing commitments to family, friends, and hobbies. With the right structure, a bit of discipline, and a fantastic provider, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve in even a short time. So if you're looking for a flexible course that has support for you and can meet your needs whilst working full time, then check out our flexible offerings in the description. And if this video helped, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as we'll be posting more accounting related content in the future. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.